Hello everybody, and welcome back to Magic and Miracles, where you learn how to be the magician of your life. My name is Anna, and I'm your most favorite manifestation coach under the sun. Reason why? There's no such coaching like my coaching anywhere on the internet, because I've created it myself, the coaching program. All the information from me is below for the packages, and because nobody spends as much time with and on their clients like I do. True story. I coach in Audio Exchange Unlimited monthly package, in Zoom sessions Unlimited, as well as phone sessions Unlimited. 2 to 3 times I get together with all my clients, whichever package you choose. I recommend 2 to 3 months in coaching with me to cover my program in earnest. After me, you will never need another coach again. If you show up to work, if you do all the assignments, if you take my guidance, if you don't rebuttal me, I cannot do your push-ups for you. I can do my job only if you do your job, okay? It's a tango, it's a dance. Obviously, my teachings have to resonate with you. It has to be that my personality resonates with you. This is why I have all the videos and audios on my channel, like 300 of them by now, and so you can look through it before booking. But the best idea with me is to pre-book, sign the coaching agreement, and then reach out to me with your objectives and coaching. First things first is what I do after you booked with me. The monthly coaching package is that I get on the phone with you and I ask you questions about everything. How you grew up, the overall state of affairs right now, what you'd like to work on. And that's an hour, right? So this is kind of like the first meet and greet and understanding what we're working on. If you need to make your mind up before booking the monthly, you can also book me for an hour. And we're doing pretty much the same, but you need to do it with the intention of going into coaching with me month to month. So again, 2 to 3 months on average. Some people it takes more. Some people it's enough 2 months for them. Okay, depends on where you are in your manifestational game. Depends on how much work needs to be done. And I'm going to let you know, upon concluding the first hour with you, the first session, the first conversation, what my opinion is, how long this will take. But on average, it takes 2 to 3 months. Okay. And so if you have any questions about my coaching, or if you just want to book ahead, again, the website is below. Or if you want to reach out to me prior to booking, the email is below. And so the other thing I wanted to really quick insert, I keep forgetting to remind everybody, I do coach coaches, okay? If you want to coach like me, either you're already a coach or you want to become a coach, either way, and you want to upgrade your game if you're a manifestation coach, or you just want to create a new career for yourself. I've done this. I've done this many times with many different people. And so that's something that I offer as well on my website. It's an investment for your business. So if you want to make $20, $30, $40, $100,000 a month, coaching people around the world like I do, I can teach you everything I've learned throughout the 8 years of coaching different people. I've been a coach for 8 years. I started off YouTube, word of mouth, coached celebrities, coached well-known people, all different sorts of people, all walks of life. A year and a half I came on YouTube because I wanted to share my point of view, and inevitably I got into the ASP conversation because I saw how much misinformation is out there. And so this is for you to really invest in yourself and then create an abundance in your life and really help a lot of people. And also remember that in the middle of coaching with me, you will see shifts. Within a month, you will see shifts. Whatever you're doing right now, whatever kind of situations you are involved with, as you're coaching with me, if you're doing your work, you will see the shifts, you will see the shift in abundance, etc. So for those of you who tell me I cannot afford it, I always think to myself, my darling, you cannot afford to not afford it, because somehow, some way you need to figure out to start helping yourself, okay? And coaching is one of the ways to do it. Again, provided I resonate with you, provided it's a good fit. So the idea is to invest in yourself so that you can better your life in all departments of your life. Okay, finances included. The subject of today is bring your SP back with telepathy. everything can be substituted instead of SP. So it could be bring your money, bring your fortune, bring your house back, bring your empire back, bring the good relationship with your parents back, whatever it is. So we're using telepathy, right? So this is the number one power that you have besides energy, okay? Telepathy and energy are your number one two tools that will completely transform your world, okay? The kinds of thoughts that you're sending out day in and day out to your SP, to your money, to your career, is what shapes the circumstances around those things. It's what shapes your SP, it's what shapes your bank account, it's what shapes your business, it's what shapes everything, okay? And so you need to start becoming in charge of the narrative, of your narrative. Your thoughts are the narrative of your life. Your thoughts about this person are the narrative of the kind of person they are or they aren't. So if you're finding fault with your SP, if you're really holding a grudge against them, if you're, you know, calling them an asshole in your mind and a loser and all these kinds of things. Now, I'm not saying they may not, you know, don't deserve it, or they, you know, maybe they did something that is definitely, you know, worthy of those compliments. But the thing is, you're not going to change them talking this way to them in your mind. Your objective should be experiencing what it is you want to experience, not the state of affairs as they are. Get to know the drama, trauma, panorama, and that's what we do in my coaching. When we get together, you're telling me all your history. I need to know everything. No detail is too small, from your, you know, childhood, especially formative years, you know, relationship, etc., etc., and all the way up until today. And it's so funny because, as I always say, there's a direct correlation of what you picked up in your childhood and your formative years, right? Especially if you were bullied, parenthesis here. I know I have. I got beaten up in school, all right, by other girls for being, you know, a foreigner, because I went to like 3 different high schools, and in French high school, I got beaten up for being literally a foreigner, all right? So the things that you've picked up, that there's something wrong with you, that you're not good enough, that you're not worthy enough, right? All of these things produced results that you're dealing with today. And so you need to reshape your belief system, and that's how your thoughts start to really align themselves with your new system. I want to read you something that I saw last night, I think it was, on Instagram, and that was like, this is so true, because this is what I do all day long. So to attract better, you need to become better. To become better, you need to understand, excuse me, the code behind what's making you you. Oh, so perfectly put. Your subconscious mind controls 90 to 95% of your life. Other people aren't luckier than you. They simply have different subconscious programming that generates a different reality for them. Get curious about the programming that causes you to experience life the way you do. Hello, how are you? Good morning. Be patient as you heal, unlearn, and relearn in alignment with your highest potential. Be patient is key word for me here. Eventually, you will get so good at this that your conscious mind is what constantly programs your subconscious to run in the background, supporting all of your wildest dreams to come true. You switch it around. You start consciously feeding your subconscious mind what it is you want to do for you now. You're not being lazy about it. You're not just coming off of past experiences, letting it rule your world today. The past is done and over with. It's yesterday's fucking newspaper. Nobody's really kind of interested in it other than me in my coaching, because I want to understand what I need to change, right? So it's like, if you're a car, I need to check your engine and replace a couple of things, or a lot of things in some cases, so that the car runs smoothly and it, you know, performs magically going forward. This is very good. The other thing I want to read, which is a lovely comment, Ada left me, Ada428. It's a long one, but let me just read the essence of it. So she loves my videos very much. Okay, thank you very much. You are the only coach that talks about real manifestation, not bullshit like staying in the wishful field. I mean, it's from Neville, and yeah, everybody's parroting back Neville till the end of motherfucking time. Okay, it's all about the energy. I would agree. Since I have been working with an energy healer, clearing my energetic bonds with my parents and cutting cords with them, releasing the energetic body and releasing the energy of past trauma in my body, healing my inner child, very important, and changing my beliefs. Hooray, hooray. I have started to experience different things, and I'm feeling like a different person. Yes, it's a lot of work, but so worth it. Listen. This person understands what the fuck I'm talking about. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it. Don't you think if you've lived in dysfunction for like decades upon decades, you don't have work to do? It's not a manifestation technique. It's not a hoopla video technique. No, it's you. It's YOU. You need to do the work on yourself. Okay. And then she goes on. Most people pay so much money to change the outside, but it's the inside that needs the investment. Totally. Like your coaching. Could not agree more. Not for nothing, but could not agree more. Because I've just seen the results. Listen, in the middle of my coaching, people start making way more money. Okay, going from like $1,000 a month or like $3,000 a month or even $5,000 a month to $20,000, $30,000 a month. Getting promotions, quitting their jobs, making their yearly salary in 1 month. I'm not even bragging on me. I'm bragging on the process and the fact that those people took it seriously. That's all. So, okay. So, like your coach, people need coaching, not online courses. Yeah. Or YouTube video. Just because something is cheaper is not better. Okay. Parenthesis here. In capitals. The statement is in capital letters. Or YouTube videos. That's right. Listen, watching YouTube videos is okay, like a couple, whatever, finding what resonates with you. But after that, you really do need to work on yourself and then be done with videos, quite frankly. I'm just saying. So you are so right about frequencies also. Manifestation is not the bullshit that is on the internet. Kudos to you. I have a lot of respect for it. Okay, thank you very much for this lovely comment. But I just wanted to read because this is exactly when it really dawns on you that it's all about you, that you can bring back your SP telepathically, because you've changed. If you change the narrative on the inside of your mind, doesn't matter how assholey of a person this person was to you, unless they were abusive. Okay, you know my stance on that. If they were abusive, forget about it. Start over. Let's just create new beliefs in your system and attract a wonderful new SP. But if they were an asshole to you, if they said something to you didn't like, if they went off with a third party, if whatever happened, disagreements happen, you can change it top to bottom, okay? And so, don't let the 3D hypnotize you. It depends on you. It depends upon your kind of assignments. You are feeding your 3D. And so the problem is that you're feeding your 3D with outdated beliefs, the yesterday's newspaper that nobody gives a shit about anymore, other than your coach, Anna, okay? Because I need to change it. And so watch the 3D, but don't say this is the end all of all of the things that I worked on and this is where I am now. No, it can start transforming like today. Okay, if you start changing your mind about things that you have lived, if you start forgiving people, etc., etc. And so, replacing the story that you're playing right now in your mind about yourself primarily, because everything is coming from you, all right? Newsflash, everything is coming from you. The way you feel, the way that you think, the kinds of thoughts that you're sending out to your honey, your money, your house, the badoo, your work and the projects and clients and this, that, and the other. It is instantaneous. It's instant. It's like an invisible internet. It's like you're sending out constant emails or text messages to your SP and they're receiving it. Those are instructions. Okay, so would you want to show back up in somebody else's life if they're like bad mouthing you and saying, oh, you've done me wrong, you're such an asshole and this, that, and the other? I mean, I don't know what you're thinking, but I'm just like making it a general, right? If you're resentful, if you're angry, if you're this, that, and the other, you need to let that shit go. This is how they come back. This is how they come back and apologize. If you don't forgive them, don't wait for that fucking apology in a million years. And so it's the kind of energy that comes out of you that invites this situation in. Yes, they may have been an asshole. Yes, they have fucking ghosted you. Yes, they went off with a third party. Yes, they, you know, didn't talk to you for several years and this, that, and the other. But here's the deal. All of this happened because you've created those circumstances. For whatever reason, you were showing yourself something that you had going on the inside. I'm not blaming you. I'm just telling you how things work. You unconsciously created these situations. It's your job to replace the story. It's as simple as replacing the story. You can speak it into existence. You can speak it into existence. No matter what has happened, no matter what happened, okay? No matter what you said, no matter how you went off on them and this, that, and the other for treating you badly, which, by the way, anger is totally okay. I don't know why so many people are having such a problem with it. It's how you express your anger also. But, you know, you went off on them, whatever, big deal. Now you can start changing the story, no matter what happened. Because all of these parallel realities are present in the same room with you that you're sitting in and or wherever you are. In the next split second, you can start concocting a new story about this SP. And you're not so original that you're going to come up with some configuration of this person that didn't exist already. All right? It already exists. This is why change can be overnight, because the whole entire universe is waiting for you to choose a new story. You don't have to live the same fucking story that you've lived for X number of years or whatever, decades. You don't. The only person who chooses that is you. Over and over and over and over again. That's why there's no change. You're choosing the same thoughts, the same beliefs, the same drama, trauma, panorama. Why are you doing that? That would be the key question. And so you need to start speaking new things into existence, even if they're not apparent now. In your mind, it has to be so real, so normal, so natural. Of course, it's not going to happen overnight if you're starting out with being depressed and being sad and feeling like a victim and all these kinds of things. But you're massaging your consciousness. And this is what really the work is. And Ada understands it. And so many different people understand it in my coaching. That if you start to tell a different story about yourself, what it is you deserve, what it is that your SP is doing right now, no matter what happened before, you're in a new reality. You're in a new reality. It's as simple as that. You're in a new reality where there are different rules. Things have happened differently with them in separation. They've realized a lot of things. They're really sorry. And as soon as you forgive them and as soon as you start being kinder in your mind to them and to yourself, quite frankly. Also forgive yourself. Maybe you need your own forgiveness for creating this shitty situation experience for yourself. But speak it into existence in your mind. Every morning you get up, you need to really new program playing. My SP loves and adores me. Even if you don't even see him. Haven't seen him in years. Like I said, my SP loves me and adores me. He realizes I'm the one. He's crazy about me. He's so hooked on me. He's weak in his knees for me. Every time he thinks about me, it takes his breath away. He gets butterflies. He or she gets butterflies in her stomach or his stomach. They're really daydreaming about me. They are dropping that third party like a hot potato and running to me. They're going to show up at my door any minute now, okay? It's the kind of situation... Look, it's all a story. What the story you're telling yourself right now is also a fucking story. It's just not the story you prefer, perhaps, but it's a story, nevertheless. So start telling a new story in that this is what we're doing now. This is what we're doing now. And from here on, until I change my mind about certain things or whatever, this is what we're doing. You're already doing it. You're just doing it in reverse. Okay? You're just doing it in reverse. And again, if you it comes with a caveat of believing that that's exactly what's happening, that you're not under the kind of like the mercy of anybody other than you. The entirety of your universe depends on your say-so, on your. It's about time you start exercising this power. Hello, good morning, how are you? You know how easy it is to manifest? And people get upset with me sometimes. Oh, Anna, this is for you. Why do you say it's easy? Because it is. Because it is. You're just sucking the joy out of the creative process. It's supposed to be easy. You're not supposed to obsess over it. You're not supposed to make it difficult for yourself. You're supposed to really just ask, believe you can have it, continue having faith and trust in that it's being done as you're being in that new reality mentally and receiving it. There's a time delay between asking and receiving. Everybody knows that. So you need to be keeping this momentum. When you ask for something, right? And you're saying, okay, we're going to get engaged with my SP. We're going to get back together. It's going to be fabulous. And I've forgiven him and all this stuff. So there's several steps to this process. So you understand why it takes 2 to 3 months now in coaching with people sometimes. Or more, or longer. Okay? 6 months sometimes, 7, 8, a year. Okay? I've had people in my coaching. Because there's steps to it. You need to first figure out who you are, deal with your shit, your beliefs, reconstruct all that stuff, start forgiving people, especially your SP, and then construct a new version of you and them, and the version of your money and everything like this. And all of this you get to do with me, holding your hand, okay? Not by yourself, because I think it just really does help to have a strong coach that directs you, and you have that support of leaning on somebody. And when you start freaking out, I direct you back to your situation. It could be challenging to do this by yourself. And so it needs to be fun and easy. Why is it fun and easy? Because that's what creation is all about. It's not about struggling. The grass doesn't struggle to grow. The sun doesn't struggle to rise. It's against the nature of the universe. If you are obsessing, if you're doing 10,000 affirmations, if you are trying hard, no. It's supposed to be like this. If it's not like this, you are the one who's delaying it. And the answers are within you. You need to ask yourself, why the fuck am I doing this to myself? And it's usually not on purpose, obviously. You don't want to have a bad experience in life. It's not that. But it's an automatic pilot, what you've learned. Like if you were bullied, if you were told that you're no good, maybe by your parent even, maybe somebody betrayed your trust early on, all right? And you've downloaded it on such a cellular level that you're no good, you're not worthy, things are against me, somebody might, take shit from me and all this kind of stuff. You need to work through that. And I do that with people who, it's almost like it's funny how it works. It's a repetition throughout your history of the same shit over and over again. The same kind of person, the same kind of scenario and relationship. Break that spell by understanding that the work is you. And when you've done that, you can literally sit down in an afternoon, in an evening, and start transmitting new ideas to your SP. New ideas. And you will feel so pure, so easy, so light, doing these things like it's nothing. And then you will understand, then it will click in your mind that Anna was right. And Anna usually is. Not for nothing. Like 99% of the time. Sometimes I might get something wrong because maybe I misheard something in the session or whatever. But usually I'm right. I'm correct in what it is you need to do in order to manifest what you need to manifest. And so you need to keep the momentum stubbornly. You need to really have faith in it. It goes beyond faith. It goes, I know what I've done in my mind. I know what I have worked on. I know what I instructed the universe to do for me. I know what I'm doing in my mind. When you're at peace, when you have this clarity, when you have this total like peace with what happened in the past, not just with your SP, but in your history as well. You've made peace with yourself. You make good with everything. There are no more like these skeletons in the closet, right? Ooh, boogeyman coming out once in a while. You're totally at peace with everything. You're not desperate. You're not needy. You're not freaking out if something like triggers you. No, you're totally at peace. That's the state from which you create magic. And then you can sit down in an afternoon or in an evening and maybe write it down. Maybe make a decision like, these are the kinds of thoughts I'm sending to my SP now. Dear SP, you're welcome to come back. I would love for your, don't just like apologize to me. No, I think you can now apologize to me. You can come back and apologize to me. At the very least, I'll hear you out. I don't know what's on my hand. Cooking, you know, I love cooking. Cooking injury. Oh well. Anyway, you give them permission to come right back, and they do. I know this from my own personal experience. I know this from the experience of my clients. You're the one who's conducting this theater. And if they're not back yet, check what you're thinking. Check what you're instructing. Check what kinds of energies come to you when you're thinking of them. Is it no, don't want that anymore? Or is it like, yeah, all right, whatever, I'm over it. I'd like to experience a new version of this person. See the difference? If you still got the it's your job to work through that. It's not their job to show up and change that. It's not anybody's job to change you, okay? You need to work on that. And even when they do come back, it's still not their job to make you happy. I mean, certain things they can do, obviously, but you internally need to be a valid partner in a relationship where once they do come back, you don't go back to the needy person who's depending on their behavior. No, you're conducting them still. Every single day you're conducting them with your mind. Is that too witchcrafty for you? Well, you know what? That's how reality works, and it has always worked that way. It's called responsibility for creation, really is what it is. And so make it easy for yourself. Make it really easy for yourself. I had this dream last night. I'm going to close with this. I often levitate in my dreams. It's so much fun. You have no idea. And in the dream, I always think like it's real. It's kind of like lucid dreaming. And I had this dream last night. It was so much fun. I was showing somebody how to levitate. I guess I'm giving courses how to levitate in my dreams, in the other reality. Anyway, and I was doing it so easily. Like, look, can't you do it? And I would just lift my feet and I'd be up in the air. And I was like doing like backflips in the air, and I was like showing off, you know, how easy it is. It's like that. Manifesting is like that. And the other person was just looking at me like, how the fuck do you do this? So it's kind of like a metaphor for manifesting, right? To some people, it comes easy because they literally, it is a metaphor actually, now that I think about it, lifting your feet off the ground, not conforming to what you used to know before. Lifting your feet off the ground, kind of like not being rooted in the reality, but making it whatever you wanted to make it. Flying high. Being on another level, levitating above the normal level, creating, fantasizing, dreaming. All of these are things that actually create your reality. Do you know how many times I've said under my fucking breath something, and it was not a small thing? Like, I wish, I would say, I wish, or wouldn't it be funny if? Just things that, oh, wouldn't it be funny if this and this happened? And it was not a small thing. It was something pretty kind of like substantial. But to me, it was so funny that it would happen so fast? That it fucking did. Okay, that's the other thing. Don't worry about the how. Don't worry about how this person is going to change. Don't worry about how this person is going to turn into the most amazing suitor to you, most amazing partner who licks gem off your toes. Like, don't worry about that. The how is irrelevant. It's the what. What do you want? How do you want them to be? How do you want them to show up? What kind of person are they now? How does your money, what kind of money do you want? It's the what. It's not the how. You name the what. What do you want? $1 million? Okay, put it down on a piece of paper. $1 million. If you have resistance towards it, obviously you need to do some work on your beliefs, but it's ultimately like the what. The how will come. You don't need to become anybody different. I mean, you would need to work on, you know, being the best at what you do. There is that, but the how the money is going to come is not your fucking business. It just comes. Your decision is all about the what. And so when you're fantasizing, when you're making wishes, you don't need to worry about the how, because in the parallel reality this is already playing, is that it has been playing, ready for your enjoyment. And so when you're transmitting telepathic thoughts to people or to the money or to whoever or to whatever, pay attention. You're directly corresponding with that parallel reality in which this is already playing, and be careful what you wish for. And for those people, you know, again, who think manifestation is so hard, it is not. It is not. The only thing that is stopping you is literally your belief in that reality can come quickly and that you can manifest it almost instantaneously. And whatever your situation is, whatever you're struggling with in whatever department, whether that's SP, money, or business, or whatever it is, that's your, you know, situation that you need to work on. And I'd be happy to help if I can help you in my coaching. And lastly, I really just wanted to say, please make it simple. Please make it easy. Please don't overthink. Please don't try hard. Please just understand it all goes back to you. Just, if nothing else, take this. It all goes back to you. You're the ruler of the universe. You're the golden Buddha. You're the center of the universe. It's all your say-so. Okay? So don't get carried away with self-blame, you know, and all these things. I can't, the limitations. Yes, you can. You can do this and more. This is child's play. Let me tell you something. When you figure yourself out, when you really understand who you are, when you understand that there's no limit to this, what you think you want today, you want 100 times more. Let me tell you this. Then you'll be unfucking stoppable. And telepathically changing your person and bringing back, you'd be like laughing at yourself. Like, please, that's nothing. I've built empires. I've built businesses. I'm so happy. But most importantly, I've rebuilt myself. You're your own empire. Thank you very much for watching. All the information from me again is below. Until next time. Ciao, ciao.